What's up? This is the homegirl Lala, that pretty brown LA sound. Right now we're chilling in the 818. I'm just chilling out right now with Charlie Online. Hit me up, hit them up, let them know they're doing a good job.
Real with us was the one that you could trust. These are the confessions of a right hider. And through all the smiles and frowns, boy, you know I held
I kind of grew up all around the valley, like Pacoima, Panorama City, Van Nuys, and Reseda a little bit. So this is it, mostly like everywhere around the valley. We moved, like, you know, we live with one Abuelita over here, and then go over to that one. So just pretty much all over the San Fernando Valley. And Arlebo, like lowrider oldies, is a big, big part of my influence. A lot of like the oldies, you know. Other things, other aspects of my culture really influence like the way I write and stuff. Like, you know, the kind of house I grew up in. Just come from a big Chicano family. These streets, like all these streets around us, you know, growing up, like we were really poor. So like we took the bus everywhere, you know, I have 5 sisters. So it's like my mom taking all of us on the bus. And just those kind of things really influence the music a lot. Like the, you know, the stories of the struggle and kind of
MySpace. Everybody and their grandma has MySpace. How has MySpace helped you and to connect with your fans?
Well, first of all, MySpace is kind of what gave me the launch. You know, I didn't really have that much tracking before I put on my MySpace page. At first I was like kind of skeptical, like all my little sisters had it, and I'm like they're just messing around on there meeting boys, like acting stupid. So I was like, oh, well, what do I have to lose? And plus, like, playing the records for your family is one thing. You know, like, oh, me, how we love it. Like, oh, it should be on the radio. You know, they'll tell you, like, all that kind of stuff. So I'm like, let me put on the MySpace and see what other girls think. You know, what the real people think. So I put it up there, and then I would just reach out and go, like, you know, new writers. Go to their page and start hitting up some of the girls. Yo, you can check out my songs, tell me what you think, you know? Kind of from there, somehow Julio G heard my song. He downloaded it. I used to have it so you could just download the song. And so he downloaded it, and then like one day I kept getting all these messages in my inbox from my MySpace, and they're like, hey Lala, I heard your song when I was driving home. And I'm like, how you hear it? You know what I mean? At first I thought they were confusing me with somebody else, and then I just kept getting them like, yo, you know, I heard Julio G play your record talking about it's a Latina girl from the valley, blah, blah, blah. So then Julio finally got a hold of me. He was like, you know, I really like what you're doing. So it's cool. Without MySpace, like, I wouldn't know you guys. I wouldn't have a song on the radio. A lot of things wouldn't happen. So I push for it. I'm like, it gives you an opportunity to connect with your audience. A lot of times, girls kind of get knocked as like, you know, labeled as being like haters or all that kind of stuff. And it's proven just exactly the opposite. Like, girls are showing so much love, and that's the dopest part to me. Like, to see like they're really supporting me. Girls will support each other and show a lot of love. Slow riding, it's just part of like Chicano culture in general. Something that you pass down from like, you know, the dads to the sons to the grandsons. It being such a big part of the culture out here, and like the things we do on the weekend is like go to car shows and everyone just hangs out and barbecues and family. I think it's really like the epitome of California, LA lifestyle. And I really think it's important to show the positive aspects of it. Because a lot of times I think in like music videos and stuff like that, when other cultures have been repping it, like it could look violent or it could look scary or, you know, like intimidating. My whole thing is to show people like it's cool, you know, you could go have fun, kick back. It's not just like this, you know, old cholos gang affiliated. That's not what it is, you know.
So what do you think about Chicano rap now, and what do you think it's gonna be later, like in 5 years?
It's just hard, like, hopefully I'm hoping more females get involved because there's not a lot of girls. And for me, even growing up, like, who did I really have to listen to? You know, Kid Rock. There wasn't a lot of artists besides Kid Rock and Lil Rob that I was really listening to, you know. It's just hard because I'm such a positive person, and I want people to want to learn about my culture. I want people to want to be down with it. I want them to want to be Mexican if they're not, you know. I want them to be like, damn, I wish I was. And so, you know, I'm more about promoting like the positive things, and it's hard because everybody wants to tell their story, and a lot of people go through really negative things and want to tell that part of it too, you know. I think that Chicano rap and just Latinos in general, like Latino hip hop, is going to start to be more widely accepted. Like, you know, as the business starts to understand that like there's a lot of us and we're not really going anywhere, they're going to have to come to terms with like playing it on radio besides Focus Pero Locos. You know what I mean? There's going to have to be more for everyone to be heard. And you see it slowly starting to happen in the future. I think that really it's going to start to be more something you hear everywhere, every day, as opposed to just on Saturday night for 2 hours or just on Sunday night, you know?
1-8s, 2-1-3s, 3-1-0s. Don't you know that's Cali, Cali, where the homies get low. That's Cali, Cali, where we lean like a cholo.
You write all your songs?
Yeah. No, definitely. Usually I come up with like a concept for a song when I compose. For example, like what I was just telling you about, like the girls showing a lot of love, and I'm like, you know, that's dope because girls usually, you know, to haters, la, you know, catty, all that kind of stuff. So I have to like, I'm like, you know, I really want to show love to all the homegirls for like just showing so much support. Write a record for like my sisters, just for all women in general. So usually I'll come up with a concept, like, okay, I want to write about this. And then I have 1 or 2 people that, you know, a few people that I write with, sometimes a producer that I'm working with. In this case, it was Fingers, who you guys have probably heard of, from, you know, Brown Boy, Tony Little Rock. So, you know, I'll come up with a concept and then like a few melodies, like just start humming something, then slowly start writing the words to it. Usually I just like write a list, like these are all the things I want to include in the record, and then kind of work from there. But yeah, I write everything, all the ideas.
Who would you like to work with in the future that you didn't get to work with on your album?
A lot of producers that I would like to work with, like, you know, like there's this dude named Polo Don who did like Sierra Thomas record and did that Runaway Love that you hear right on the radio from Mary J. Blige music. So there's a lot of producers that I want to work with, and then writers, other writers that I want to work with, like Neo, I'd like to write with him. I think he's a great writer. But it's like right now it's about kind of like show and prove. Like I have to like show like, okay, what I'm doing is something that's gonna catch on, you know. I think that a lot of people are eager to see like, okay, what happens with her project? Like, is she gonna sell records? Is she not? Are people gonna show support? Are they gonna show love? Are they gonna actually go out and get it? Because the business, the industry, like the music industry still is kind of on the fence as far as like Latinos, Mexicanas especially, are concerned. Like they don't really understand us. It's not, even when I've gone, you know, went to go meet with the labels, I didn't see any Latinos. There's no Latino A&Rs, like, so it's hard. They don't understand the stories. Like, okay, you're Latina, oh, you should be darker, you know, you should be shorter, you know, you should add to your record. Like, I would hear crazy shit, but I would like be so frustrated because I'm like, they don't understand us, you know, and there's so many of us, but it's like, you know, I just hope that if I get on, like, I can bring other people up too and really encourage people and, you know, young kids to, like, work in the music business, like, you know, not only be the rap star, but maybe be, like, behind the scenes, be writers, just really start paving our way.
Is there anything you want to say to your fans?
Yeah, thank you. Thank you for everything, because they're really, like, this music is for them, you know what I mean? Like, it's really for, like, when I'm writing a song or I'm thinking about a new record, like, I really think of, like, Latina girls. Like, I'm not really thinking about the little white girls. I'm not thinking about the little black girls. I'm really thinking about the Latina girls, because I feel like we haven't had a chance to use our voice and to say what we think and say how we feel. There's been a lot of white girl singers. There's been a lot of black singers, you know what I mean? But you don't really see how many Latina singers talking about their experiences. So I'm just so appreciative of all the love that the community has given me, of all the love on MySpace. It means a lot. So like I said, you know, a lot of times, like, I'll have a hard day, like, where I'll just be like, shit, I'm so frustrated, like, nobody understands where I'm coming from in this business. Then I check my MySpace and I'm all happy, writing everybody back, you know, because they love it, because they're feeling it. And at the end of the day, that's all that really matters, are those girls out there, you know, and the dudes who are supporting the record. Like, I got this dope message from this chica. I don't remember where she lived. I think like New Mexico somewhere. She's like, yeah, you know, my man's locked up, but they hear Pocos Pero Locos, you know, in the prison system. And she's like, he told me about your record, Sad Girl, and then, you know, he told me to find you on MySpace. And it's just dope to even see, like, all the guys getting excited about my project. 'Cause it's like something they don't mind their girl bumping, you know what I mean? They're like, okay, she's cool, you know. She talks about low riding, and she makes it acceptable for the girls to, you know, let their dudes go to the garage or whatever. But watch out, now. The girls need to start low riding. That's the whole thing right there. We need our own cars. This way.